Good afternoon to everyone. Welcome to Victoria Sports Tower, and we are now about to witness this game between Mindanao, Davao Occidental, and Visayas one, Visayas two rather, Cebu Shirillin. There you go. Born 204 division. My name is Eman Cabiles alongside Mark Dandan, and this is the Pilipinas Super League National Finals. So we are now at Court 2. Apparently there are two courts here in Victoria Sports Tower. Court 2 where Group B of PSL is playing. And over at Court 1, yeah, iba yung group doon. Apparently, Group A. In the meantime, we now turn you over to our game announcer, Rowie Sacote, to officially start this game.
Good afternoon, Superfans. Welcome back to Victoria Sports Club in Quezon City for the continuation of the PSL National Finals 2024 Road to Supremacy. This is court number 2 in our Group B Born 2004 division between Cebu Mancor Attorney Dico versus Davao Occidental Malita Lions. Let us now meet the starting lineups for both teams. First, for your Cebu Mancor Attorney Dico. Point guard number 12, Carmelo Cabalhug. Shooting guard number 21, John Linares. At small forward number 16, Mark Solonia. Power forward number 14, Lawrence Cacanog. And at center number 7, Joshua Dacalos. Head coach for your Cebu Mancor Attorney Dico is Gerald Ilaya. And now let's meet the protagonists. First, for the Davao Occidental Malita Lions. Point guard number 12, Andre Cabagtong. Shooting guard number 24, George Diamante. Small forward number 59, Cesar Estomo. Power forward number 6, Daryl Acero. And at center number 15, Mikael Pairat. Coaching the Davao Occidental Malita Lions is Lawrence Villagonzalo. Our officials for this match, Crew Chief Manuel Felix, Umpire 1, Eddie Villarosa, and Umpire 2, June Santiago. This is the PSL National Finals 2024 Road to Supremacy between the Cebu Mancor Attorney Dico versus Davao Occidental Malita Lions.
And here we go, about to start the first of two afternoon games here at Court 2. Once again, Eman Cabiles kasama si Mark Dandan. First possession to Cebu, and that jumper knocked down by Solonia.
Oh, you're going to have fun watching itong si Solonia because this guy has no conscience. He will hoist shots every time he has an open one.
No conscience. Ha?
No
So, malamang
conscience.
nasa law school to ngayon.
Meron sa baba.
Okay.
Meron sa baba.
There you go. In the meantime, nothing there. The offensive thrust from Davao Lions, Davao Occidental Lions, just to be precise. And here comes Solonia once again, like you said. However, that one was short. Good line, though. Missing the layup there for Davao, but a putback. Malakas pa rin. And a jump ball will be called by our officials. Ball stays with the Davao Occidental Lions. So, iba sila ngayon, no? Lions, usually pag Davao Occidental, Tigers, eh, no? Oh, that's a 3. That's right, from Carlo Estomo. And that gives Davao Occidental the lead.
It's going to be a fun matchup because itong Cebu, it's not just one person you have to defend. You have guys like Solonia, who score a lot. Also, they get contributions from the bench. Samantalang itong Davao, you have George Jamate and Acero leading most of the way here para dito sa Davao.
As a player, ang sarap ng description mo kay Solonia, no? Scores a lot.
He will remind you of J.R. Smith.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay. J.R. Smith, Denver Nuggets.
Denver, Cleveland.
Denver,
J.R.
Cleveland.
Oh.
There you go.
And New York. The prime J.R. Smith.
Yon. In the meantime, a corner three again. Oh, that time that was John Linares. And another bucket here para sa Cebu. Mancor, Attorney Dico. Right now, Coach Mark, what are the standings of both squads?
Cebu won their first 2 games. They're 2-0. So a win here really gives them control dito sa group nila. Samantala, ang Davao won their first game, but they've only played one. This is only their second game. So if a win here gets them above or gives them a chance to actually be up top dito sa group standings natin.
That's right. Itong Davao Occidental, they won versus Manila UST in their last game. Samantala, para naman dito sa Cebu Mancor Attorney Digo, they got dubs against Tarlac, and I have to check the other one.
No, they had a win against, excuse me, that should be...
That
right,
should
the first
be here.
game was Tarlac. Yeah, the first
Right.
game was Tarlac. And then they won their second game. While we locate it.
In the meantime,
Against Manila.
oh, Manila also. So, is it also Manila UST?
Yes.
So Manila UST both falling at the hands of these two squads that are meeting right here at Court 2 here at Victoria Sports Tower. Oh, that was a 3. Carlo Estomo, his second one, and that was off the bank.
So the bank is still open. It is a Tuesday afternoon.
And andito pa tayo sa 6th floor, ha? Samantala, that would be a dribbling violation against Mark Leonard Solonia. The score is 6-4. Mindanao now in front after those 2 long bombs by Estomo. Now here's Solomia sidestepping the runner.
I mean, Solonia hasn't met a shot that he didn't like.
Oh, okay. So, minsan, yung mga players na gano'n, as you said, like J.R. Smith. Pero parang, well, kung meron ka talagang, meron kang license to shoot from your coach, why not?
Of course, I'm sure he has the full confidence of the coaching staff.
By the way, itong mga players ng Cebu Mancor Attorney Digo, some of them are from Ateneo and some from University of Cebu.
And it was mentioned in their first game that this is actually a team composed of originally 2 teams. Tapos binuo sila. So it's like a super team.
Okay.
That's why they're called Attorney Dico / Mancor.
Mancor, right. So super team from Midwest, Mid-East Visayas. And really a team to watch out for. Samantala, they are still down by 4 points. Make that 6 as Diamante scores one for Mindanao, for Davao Occidental. And earlier in their last play, yung assist came from Diamante. Ngayon naman, siya yung score. So, yeah, several facets of his game being displayed here by Diamante. Oh, that's a 3. Joshua Dacalos knocking it down from the right elbow. The spin and the pull-up. Wow, that was pretty. Carlo Estomo again getting it done para dito sa Davao Occidental Lions.
So I like that he likes to use the board. It's a lost art in
Right.
basketball nowadays.
Yes. Sobrang, yeah. nostalgic para sa akin. Ba't ang lalim ng tawa mo yata, Coach Mark? Samantala, Diamante, the kick out. There's a corner three, and they bury it once again. That's coming from Andre Cabagtong. In the meantime, we have a report from the court side. We turn you over to Ashley Dacoco.
Mark, this is going to be an exciting ball game dahil laban ngayon ng mga Bisaya Pride. Mindanao, laban sa mga taga-Visayas. And earlier, nakausap ko nga ang head coach ng Team Visayas, Coach Gerald Ilaya, and he told me that the team came here with positive energy dahil sa kanilang 2-0 standing and naging moral booster pa daw ang kanilang panalo kahapon against the powerhouse team Manila UST. Now in this ball game, isa lang ang sikretong sinabi ni Coach Gerald sa akin kanina, and that is to deny and limit Diamante's scoring. Eman and Mark?
Thank you, Ashley. And so focus pala no, ng defense nitong Cebu Mancor Attorney Dico, itong si Diamante. Pero Diamante, like we seen earlier, hindi lang sa taga-score. He also facilitates for his teammates.
And that's the beautiful thing about Diamante's game. In the first game, he only had 4 points. He had 7 rebounds and had 13 assists.
Ooh, wow.
They did not need the scoring against a very good Manila team.
And 13 assists for his position, which is sometimes 4 or 5, no? If I'm not mistaken. 13 assists is really impressive for a player playing 4 or 5. Mala point center ba dating no, no? Samantala, too close for comfort. Yung depensa ni Arvin Alforque getting his first personal. In the meantime, the score is still 15-7. It's now an 8-point lead para sa Davao Occidental Lions. But another foul will be called again. Blocking foul on Budlao. Magnaye checks in para dito sa Davao Occidental Lions. Jumper will not fall. Oh,
He's warding off there.
okay. That was an offensive foul called against George. Oh, check that. Against Arnold Minosa Jr. Ang ganda sana ng ano.
Ito sana. It was a half hook. Kaso,
Right. Baby hook na elegant shot kaya lang. He was called for the ward. Samantala, pull-up J will not go. Cebu Mancor running. That's a 3 if it goes, but it does not. It's now the turn of Davao to run, but good defense on the transition there by Iza Duga, knocking the ball from behind.
And Cebu is having a hard time executing the half court because that's not their strength. Their strength is going up and down with lots of pace, and what a pass off the
Right,
inbound.
a good play right there, but sorry miss. It was almost in. Alforque will have to earn it from the free throw line. And by the way, medyo nawala sa isip ko, Coach Mark, no, na yun nga, pareho nga palang Bisaya itong teams na to. So maayong hapon sa inyong tanan diha sa Davao Occidental and sa Cebu, of course. Can't wait to go back there, Coach.
Oh.
For the food alone.
Okay, for the food.
For the
Malinaw
food.
naman pala. And it's like Ashley said in her report, there's a lot of pride
Oh, yeah.
between these two Bisaya teams. You know, Davao and Cebu are hotbeds of basketball
Oh, yes.
in their respective regions.
Samantala, here comes Cebu. 5 to shoot. Ball is stagnant. There's the pick. The three-point try is short. And I believe the ball will stay with the green shirts of Cebu Mancor Dico. Cebu Mancor Attorney Dico. There you go.
It's quite a mouthful.
Right. Although maiksi po yun compared sa mga teams na napagdaanan na natin.
Oh, yeah.
Oh! That's a 3 coming from Aldrin Dipay. And slowly but surely, Cebu Mancor, Attorney Digo finding their rhythm. Now the lead is down to 5.
Yeah, if this pace really picks up, it favors Cebu. And for Davao, you need to be able to execute properly because without George Diamante on the floor, without Acero on the floor, your two best scorers, that ball needs to be wheeled around the perimeter, maybe find somebody open.
Right. In the meantime, knocking down that that free throw, Jose Lumanag. He has one more coming up. Oh, in and out. One minute, 16 seconds remaining in the first period. 6-point lead for Davao Occidental Lions. But possession with Cebu Mancor, Attorney Digo. And another foul will be called, I believe, on Budlao. That's his second. Oh, third already.
That's big. We're just in the first quarter, and they're in the penalty.
Not really a good foul. Committing it at half court, no? With tapos penalty pa. So, Iza Duga. Oh, right, Iza Duga at the line right now. Makes the first. And the second. Lead is down to 3. Oh, that hit the back of the head of Maghinay. Play goes on. So will that be considered a steal, Coach Mark?
That should be a steal.
That should be a
For
steal,
Maghinay.
right?
It's one way to use your head in the game.
Yeah. Literal, no?
Literal.
Samantala, yeah, that beautiful fadeaway jumper coming from Prince Aseñas. And it's just a 2-point lead for Davao Occidental Lions. Both teams apparently in penalty. And Jefferson Hagna is at the line for Davao Occidental Lions.
And just like that, it's a 7-1 run for Cebu to climb back here in the game. And they're getting it done because Davao is in the penalty. But now you can say the same thing about Cebu.
Right, pareho na sila. Samantala, Jefferson Hagna, second try, also good. And we have a timeout called by the Cebu Mancor Attorney Dico coaching staff. Magbabalik po ang PSL National Finals. Back to the action here at Court 2, Victoria Sports Tower. Eman Cabiles kasama si Coach Mark Dandan. And we are down to the final seconds of our first period in this game between Cebu Mancor, Attorney Dico, and Davao Occidental Lions. In the meantime, unforced error right there by Cebu. And a quick another timeout has been called this time on the Davao Occidental side, and we will return after this. 36 seconds remaining in this first period. Seven to shoot for Davao Occidental. That's a long three, and it did not hit anything for Norman Kagampang.
Sakit yun if you're coming off a timeout. He essentially burned the timeout. Sayang lang.
In the meantime, oh, was
That's 4K
right.
getting up there.
Called for the offensive interference, or
Just enough.
right, otherwise known as goaltending. Was that Francis Magnaye?
No, that's Alforque getting up
Oh,
there.
Alforque, wow. And the baseline jumper will not fall for Davao as the buzzer sounds, ending our first period. The score is 18-16. 2-point lead for Davao Occidental Lions versus Cebu Mancor. Attorney Digo. Magbabalik po ang Pilipinas Super League. And before we start the second period of this game, on your screen now are the groups. Group A, you have the NCR champion, Caloocan, Visayas champion, Cebu Khalifa, Luzon runner-up, Pampanga, Mindanao runner-up, Davao City. And for Group B, Luzon champion, Tarlac, Mindanao champion, Davao Occidental playing right now, NCR runner-up, Manila, and Visayas runner-up, Cebu Mancor. Attorney Dico. So possession to Davao Occidental as we start the second quarter.
What a pass by George Diamante to Alforque is just running along the baseline.
That gives Davao a bit of a cushion. Baseline Jay somewhat forced on that try. But they still get the offensive rebound, and the fadeaway doesn't fall. Pero sa kanila pa rin, Coach Mark. Now with a three, wala pa rin. But wow, how many offensive rebounds? I think 4 now for Cebu. Moving in closer and knocking it down. Duga Duga. Love the move, love the name.
He didn't really score much nung laro nila in the first couple games, but right now he needs to score because their usual scorers like Solonia have really struggled here.
Well, of course, Solonia gave Visayas the first their first 4 points in this game, but so far dinikita na siya, no? Na-identify na kagad na siya yung primary gunner. In the meantime, that play from Davao Occidental, sayang. Ang ganda sana ng alley-oop.
Little flex action here for Cebu.
Right? Duga, he just hit a baseline jumper, tried to pull up, and got a foul from Kakano. Oh, check that from Kayabyab, rather. Mali, from Jose Lumanan. There you go.
Again, that's a bad foul. And you're allowing a guy who just took a 20-footer. You foul him, you hit the shooting arm. Give him 2 free throws, and Dugudu is scoring well.
Right.
That's his 7th point.
Earlier, he knocked down two free throws. Nakakatatlo na siya ngayon. Tuloy-tuloy pa ba? Yes. Walang takot sa any jinx, ha? He's a duga-duga getting it done para dito sa Cebu Mancore Attorney Dico. And we are all deadlock at 20. Midi there, still nothing for Davao Occidental. And they find Duga Duga to set it all up. Maghinay, and there's another three. Offline. Oh, sorry miss on the putback. But look at the green shirts crashing the boards. And in that possession, they had 2 offensive rebounds. Kaya lang, not the basket, but before that, they had 5.
And that's going to be a cause for concern para dito sa Davao. You can't be giving Cebu multiple opportunities at the basket. Kasi at the end of the day, that obviously basketball boils down to possessions.
Yes.
More possessions you get, the more
Right.
chances to score.
And speaking of scoring, Davao Occidental Lions have been at the 20 mark for a while. Oh, beautiful play, and what a shot! Right there by Acero.
But again, what a find by George Giovante just to keep that play alive. And the extra pass.
And also that extra second in the air by Acero, no? Nag-twist pa eh. Oh, that was a block. And that time, great defense shown by the Davao Occidental Lions. That time, Acero will be fouled going to the basket. It is against Simon Maghinay. In that last fast break attempt by Davao Occidental, Coach Mark, sa tingin mo, sakto ba yung pasa ni Kabagtong or could it be done earlier?
It was fine because the guy was on his way to the basket. At the same time, still got fouled.
Right. Samantala, while Acero is taking his free throws, we have a report from the court side as we turn you over to Ashley Dacoco.
You know what, Emma and Mark, I have seen this team Mindanao won since the qualifying round up until the regional finals. And one thing I have noticed is that napakataas ng kumpiyansa ng team na to because of their team chemistry and they know how to maximize each other's potential. However, this match is literally a battle of champions kaya medyo tensionado ang team ngayon. That is why head coach Lawrence Villagonzalo reminded the team to loosen up a little bit and erase the pressure dahil hindi nila na-execute ang mga plays because of this. Emma and Mark?
Thank you, Ashley, for that insight. Meanwhile, Kabagtong, he was the one who initiated that steal on the front court of Visayas, poking the ball from behind. Tapos siya yung tumapos, may kasama bang foul?
It's like what Ashley said, medyo may halong kaba, understanding that both these teams are undefeated and they understand what is at stake. You get first place in your group, you get the crossover, in the crossover semis, you get the lower seeds. Siyempre, you want to make sure na you get an easier path to the top. Watch out.
Boom! There's a slam by Diamante. Two-handed hammer right there by George. At napatime out tuloy ang Cebu Mancore Attorney Dico. We will return in a short while. Occidental back in the driver's seat again. It was tied up at 20-all, but then Acero and Diamante happened, and now they have a 9-point lead versus Cebu Mancor, Attorney Dico. Again, a miss. That was point blank, Coach Mark.
You have to credit Diamante for the defense. What
Ooh.
a pass!
And an extra one, getting it closer and putting it in. Wow, kayab-yab. Nagkape sa ere. And against bigger defenders, huh? Samantala, finally, a point for Arnold, for Cebu, courtesy of Arnold Miñoza.
You know, that breaks an 11-0 run here para sa Davao. And you really have to credit itong play ni George Diamante. He's not scoring, but
Right.
he's assisting, getting rebounds, and finding teammates.
And I'm sorry, Coach Mark, I have to correct myself. Yung magandang tira kanina sa Davao Occidental, that was Lumanag, Jose Andre Lumanag. Solomia will get his 6th point of the game after that breakaway layup. Good find by his teammates.
That's more Cebu's brand of basketball. They're hitting out on the break. Easy layups for their scorers like Solonia. So this could get something started for them.
There's a corner three and burying it once again. Jose Lumanag getting it done from in and out. Kayab-yab now for Cebu Mancor. Attorney Digo setting it up. Solomia back on the floor. And he loses that ball. Good defense by Diamante. In the meantime, Acero against 4 defenders. And he will be blocked by Solomia. So ito bang si Acero, masasabi mo na counterpart talaga ni Solomia.
Hindi, mas ano si Solonia eh.
Mas ano
Iba
talaga.
talaga eh. I mean, I had the privilege of watching his first game and covering his first game. And that's the first thing I noticed about him. He really likes to shoot.
And here he is with the ball. Gives it up to Kayab-yab. And there's a steal from behind. Oh, good defense by Kayab-yab against Kagampang right there. The Davao gets it back. The ball fake and the bucket. Andre Cabagtong.
Bagtong is leading the way para dito sa Davao.
Right.
He has 8 points.
Solomia goes baseline, trying to spin. Oh, sorry, miss there. Tutok na sana yun by, number 14 of Cebu. Cabagtong, what a pass. And the bucket. Arwin Alforque.
Yeah, the scary thing, Eman, here, Davao's getting this done with their bench.
Right. And Coach Mark, no, I just noticed several shots from Davao Occidental, yung mga pinakawala nila, medyo awkward pero pumapasok.
They're just so athletic, especially
Yes.
on the break.
Talagang athleticism ang pinapamalas ng Davao Occidental dito as Acero. Oh! Kung kailan wala siyang bantay, he missed that layup. Well, meron siyang bantay, pinabayaan lang, no? And,
Offensive foul.
right, apparently, foot was extended right there.
So would you call that an illegal extension of the foot?
Probably, yes. that nandun sa category na yun. No?
Papasa naman.
Usually kasi sanay tayo sa illegal extension of the elbow.
Oo.
Eh. Ngayon, foot naman.
Madalas nating marinig.
Right. So, narinig mo yun, Chief Joel Parcon. Samantala, elbow three. In para sa Davao.
What a run.
Right.
21-4.
And that's the third three-point shot by Carlos Tomo. So, you would think that after making two three-pointers, no, na tatauhin na talaga siya. Meanwhile, Tomo finding Lumanag. So right now, this Davao Occidental Lions, their offense is very fluid. Samantala, yung defense naman nila, very sticky. And they are humming here And just as I said it, sabi ni Duga-Duga, anong sticky?
Wala sticky. Nice pass.
Right? The ball fake again. Now the kick out.
Wow.
And that's another three. Now from the other side, Kagampang knocking it down for Davao Occidental Lions.
What ball movement.
Right.
The guys in red just looking for the best shot available. Pass after pass.
It's like watching a European team, no?
Oo.
Na hindi tinalo ng Gilas.
Yan. Parang Spain yung pinapanood natin.
Yun.
Kakulay pa nila.
Exactly. Kakulay pa. Oh, offensive rebound after offensive rebound, and eventually, talagang mag-give up mo yung score doon as Minyoza lays it up and in. Samantala, speaking of up and in, Alforque.
Just the leaping ability of this kid. You know, I saw him in the warm-ups in this first game. He's doing windmills and reverse jams with ease.
And what would you say his height is?
He's probably what, 5'10"?
5'10", di ba? Not even 6. In the meantime, a lot of dribble right there. Now Solomia gets to the baseline. And Acero claiming he got all ball, but our officials saw it otherwise. That would be the first foul on Acero. Solomia will take a trip to the line. And Solomia knocks the first one down, cutting the lead to 18.
Huge second quarter for Davao.
Yes.
Tingnan mo yung quarter score natin ngayon, 30-14.
Ooh.
In this second
In
quarter
this
alone.
second, yeah. And we are not yet done. We still have 25 seconds. And we have a timeout. Magbabalik po ang Pilipinas Super League. And we are back here at Court 2 in Victoria Sports Tower. Eman Cabilas kasama si Mark Dandan, Coach Mark Dandan. 25 seconds left in the first half. Still an 18-point lead, or check that, a 17-point lead for Davao Occidental. And is that the play drawn up? Oh, I believe that was the first miss of Estomo.
That was a really good play. An open shot for your best shooter. So that's all you could ask for right there.
In the meantime, Linares missing that three from the right elbow. 3 seconds. Oh, Kagampang could not control the pass. And that will not count even if it had gone in. And that ends our second quarter. Our score is 48-31. Davao Occidental Lions with a 17-point lead versus Cebu Mancor. Attorney Dico, we will return for the halftime break. And we are now at halftime here in the game between Cebu, Mancor Attorney Dico, and Davao Occidental Lions. And you're now looking at our tournament format here at the national finals of Pilipinas Super League. It's a single round robin. Top two will advance to the semis, and then we'll have a crossover semifinals. Number one in Group A versus number two in Group B. And then baliktad naman, number one in Group B will go up against the number two in Group A. Winners will advance to the finals championship, one game only.
And
So,
what an opportunity for these kids, no? I mean, especially if you're coming from the provinces, you know, like this Cebu team, this Davao team, and you advance to the global championship. You get to play against the best of best players from other countries like the USA, the UK,
Right.
New Zealand, Australia,
best
Canada,
best players na Pilipino rin.
Philippines din, syempre.
Yes. Okay.
And you know, imagine the bragging rights to be
Oh,
called
yeah.
the global champion,
Oh, yes.
diba?
Samantala, we now commence with the third quarter. Davao Occidental Lions up big, 17-point lead versus dito sa Cebu, Mancor, Attorney Digo. And so far, Coach Mark, what has happened in the first half of play?
I mean, looking again at the stats, a big second quarter really gave Davao this huge lead. They outscored itong Cebu 30-15 in that second quarter alone. But more crucial to their advantage, really, despite having more turnovers than Cebu, they're shooting better overall. 51% from the field. That's hard to defend.
Yes. 51, that's a high clip. And however, they missed that one. Maghinay, too strong on that left elbow three. And what a pass by Budlao, complemented by that beautiful move. Ayan, by Bueno. Muy bueno, huh?
And again, another assist. That's 15 assists now para dito sa Davao.
And
15 assists, and they only have 5 turnovers.
right. And wow, that is quite a team, Coach Mark. No? I mean, 5 turnovers after 2 quarters, and then you have 15 assists already. These young gentlemen right here are really playing together. Samantala putting himself apart sa Lomia. That spin cycle at nilagay na lang.
Hindi natakot dito kay George Diamante.
Almost losing that possession, but they recover. Itong Davao Lions, the crossover. Diamante will fire one up offline.
Solonia now has 8 points and 8 rebounds, really, to face Cebu. Alongside Duga Duga was 11 points.
So it's still a 17-point lead here for Davao Occidental Lions. Solomia against 3 defenders. Dagdagan nyo pa ng dalawa, he will still score.
Solonia is a bucket. That's all I can say about this
Right.
kid.
Diamante, a good pass inside. Trying to carve out space was Elma, but he loses the ball. They get it back. And Bueno, his second bucket in the second quarter. And by the way, yeah, for Davao Occidental Lions, it's Elma, Bueno, Budlao, Diamante, and Hagna. Meanwhile, for Cebu, Dacalos, Maghinay, Cabalhog, Contado, and Solomia in. And I think the timing was off on that pass, but yeah, credit that to the holding foul that was called
Mau-off
against Elma.
Mau-off talaga yung timing mo pag hahawakan ka ng kalaban.
And yeah, si Dacalos, buti nakita ng ref, no? And Solomia!
I told you.
Wow!
I told you. Hey, he's like a young Filipino version of J.R. Smith.
Walking bucket, no? And the great drives and last time the three-pointer, Samantala, that was rejected by Solomia. He's doing it all here para sa Cebu, kaya lang they commit a turnover, but Lau leisurely pulls up and knocks it in.
Parang namasyal lang sa Quezon Memorial Circle to sa Budlaw.
I wonder how often these young gentlemen visit Manila, no?
Yeah, what a treat it is, you know. You win your region, you win
Right.
the provincial, you reward yourself with a trip to Manila.
And then you also get to play against the best from Manila.
Of course. Siyempre, may halong kaba din yun. Eh, diba?
Ang maganda nga doon, tinalo pa nila yung isang
Oo.
ka-group nila sa Group B, Manila UST, no?
The Manila team
Right.
doesn't have a win.
Oh. Siguro gusto ng Manila team sila yung dadayo. Yeah, if you get a chance, no, to hold games again, kung sa Mindanao, are you familiar with the Bagaybay, if I'm not mistaken? It's like the egg of the tuna. Na pag
Oh, yes,
inihaw
yes.
mo.
Yes, nakakain na ako niyan
Yes.
sa Davao.
Oh, yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
in a particular restaurant.
Is it Luz Kinilaw?
Nasa Luz, kumain ako kinilaw. But Solonia,
Right.
same move, same result. The spin to the middle, left-hand
Yeah.
layup.
Coming from the left first, I think went to the middle, then bumalik via the spin cycle. Goes to Solomia, walking bucket, and I believe he now has 15 points. Meanwhile, that's a 3 if it goes, but it does not. Diamante offensive rebound. And that again was blocked by Solomia. Hindi lang sa walking bucket, meron pa siyang 2 blocks in this game alone.
And he has 8 rebounds. So he's doing everything he can.
Right.
Para makahabol itong team niya.
And speaking of habol, they are still down by 14. 54-40 is our score, nearing the halfway mark of the third. That's a 3, too strong. Offensive rebound once again for Cebu, but a miss by Cabalhog.
Why would you go away from Solonia? He's red hot. 9 points dito sa third.
The ball fake and the drop, but there will be a foul called as Acero just took it strong to the middle.
Para dito sa Davao, they're getting a bit too reckless for their own good. Masyado silang lakadaisical pagdating sa opensa. Just content moving the ball around, not really looking to shoot or attack.
That's a corner 3, and I believe that's the third miss of Estoma. But he had 3-pointers earlier, and look at that. The effort of Diamante results for 2 points para kay Lumanag. Solomia kicking it out. Hindi ka ba nagulat doon, Coach?
Well,
Samantala, yeah, knocking it down from the mid-range. Joshua Dacalos.
Dacalos is a known shooter despite the size. He's a stretch big. Kaya binigyan din siya ng bola ni Solonia.
Right. And good recognition there by Solomia. So hindi lang blocks, points, may assist pa, tsaka rebounds, no? Samantala, oh, another sorbet miss for Davao. Solomia, another kick out. Open 3. Hinanap yung board ni Cabalhog pero hindi pumasok. Another offensive rebound and the putback. Linares getting it done para sa Cebu. Samantala, we have a report from Ashley Dacoco. Take it away, Ashley.
and Mark, unang bungad ni Coach Gerald Ilaya was his disappointment for the 24 turnovers ng Team Visayas in the first half. Pang isang game na daw yung turnovers na binigay nila in this game. Coach Gerald also added na bakit hindi daw kayang i-maximize ng team ang kanilang advantage, which is their fast-paced ball game. Hindi nila kayang tapatan ang laro ng Team Mindanao pagdating sa ilalim, kaya running game ang gusto ni Coach Gerald for the second half. Yan lang muna, Eman and Mark.
Thank you, Ashley. At yun nga, well, si Solomia at least really running here para sa Cebu Mancor Attorney Dico.
But, and you know, to reiterate Ashley's point in her report, yung laro ng Cebu, pinag-usapan natin sa pregame kanina, it's more of a running game. And they're not doing that. They're being outrun by Davao. The bench fast break points 11-4 para dito sa mga nakapula.
In the meantime, takbo ba hinahanap nyo? Solomia.
Kahit na foul na, titira pa rin. Sabi ko sa'yo eh.
Malay mo, award na naman ng, ng free throws, di ba? And Acero gives up a foul as we take a look at our beloved president, our Commissioner Emeritus.
The ever handsome.
Yes, Coach Chris Bautista. Sa panahon niya, always putting. Sa panahon ngayon, aesthetic lagi. Si Coach Chris Bautista. Well, Commissioner/President. And that time, Mark Solomia missing the first, getting the offensive rebound and putting it back in.
17 points, 10 rebounds, Eman.
Wow, double-double na agad. And we still have 2 minutes to go here sa third period. Davao Occidental misses another one. The lead is down to 12. Final 2 minutes of the third quarter. Linares will try a three once again, offline. And here come Davao, finding Estomo from the corner, too strong. Put back, wala pa rin. And guess who got the rebound?
But he's tired. He's breathing through his mouth heavily. To si Solonia.
But I'm sure itong si Solomia has now opened up doors and lanes para for his teammates, no? There's some midi try. Wala. Offensive rebound. At kanina pa, hindi masolusyonan ng Davao Occidental yung offensive rebounds na yun ng Cebu Mancor Attorney Dico.
Davao naman ngayon ang nilalamig from the field.
Right.
They're down to shooting only 40%.
Oh, monster block right there. Alforque, not in my house, or in the 6'4" at least.
Baba ka muna sa first.
Or umakit ka ng 8 para hindi ko maabot. With 57 seconds to go, Cebu Mancor Attorney Dico has managed to cut the 17-point lead at the start of the third quarter to 10. But Davao Occidental has possession. Estomo again will try the three, and this time he made sure that's his fourth three of the game.
And that time, his feet were set better than his first two attempts dito sa third quarter.
Talagang he took his time and siya yung nakagawa nung extra time na yun, no, to set up as he started off with a fake. Pinalipad muna yung defender eh. Samantala, that's a long three that will hit nothing. As the shot clock was running down against Duga, he had no choice. Now 13 seconds to go. After that Estomo 3, the lead went back up to 13. And Estomo, extra pass to Acero that time. Good vertical defense, pero getting it back and putting it in. Francis Magnaye, and just in time, no? So it's back to a 15-point lead para dito sa Davao Occidental Lions versus sa Cebu Mancor Attorney Dito. And we will take a break. We'll return for the fourth and final period. And before we start the fourth quarter, eto na yung road to PSL Global. Teams will have to go through tournaments within their locality. Winning teams will compete in the regional finals. Top 2 regional final finishers will advance to the national finals. Winners will advance to the PSL Global Championship Challenge 2024 Championship. One game ulit, Coach Mark. So talagang sudden death going to that PSL Global Championship, and we can hardly wait as malapit na eh. Andito na tayo sa national finals eh. So at the start of the fourth quarter between Cebu Mancor Attorney Dito and Davao Occidental Alliance, the score is 63-48, 15-point lead for Davao. When they get the ball back, will they make it a 17-point lead? Yes, they do. Kabagtong. Hinintay pa yung defender before releasing that shot. Another turnover by Cebu. Another steal by Davao. Kabalhog will try a 3. Oh, check that. That was kagampang. And ganda na sana. Kumiling lang ng konti sa kaliwa. Samantala, pressed by Davao Occidental, creating havoc dito sa opensa ng Cebu Mancor Attorney Digo as they get another steal. Magnaye kick out once again and they swing the ball to the middle.
Whoa, look at that rebound, man.
Yes.
Alforque.
Meron ba nakatagong spring doon sa ilalim ng ring
Parang
na yun?
tuhod ko yung sumakit eh. Tumalon siya eh.
Ako yung lumanding doon. Doon ko naramdaman. Samantala, the lead is up to 19 now. And nagulat, Coach Mark, itong Cebu Mancor Attorney Dico dito sa biglang press ng Davao Occidental.
Just like that, this is already the biggest lead dito sa laro natin. 19 points.
Estomo, meron na siyang 4 na tres dito sa laro na to. Back to him at ngayon, ang layo na ng depensa. Talagang hinahabol na siya. However, the defense went underneath and unfortunately para dito sa Cebu, that attempt by Estomo did not connect.
Oh, 3 fouls now on Alforque. But the most impressive thing again that Davao is doing right now, they're not really pressing using their starters. Hindi sobrang babad.
Yes.
Sila Acero,
Yes.
etong sila Diamante. Everybody is chipping in. So
Right.
total team effort. And that's usually the key for Cebu. That's what they do best.
Depay will fire up a 3 way short and inside there and falling to the ground.
It's Salado,
Yes, RJ Salado.
the big boy.
A good offensive rebound by RJ.
Pray for the floor.
Nasa 6-4 tayo, baka malalim-lalim ang Here's RJ. Oh, nothing but net on that free throw.
Nice soft touch from the big guy.
Yes. Second try.
Oh, yeah, his build reminds me of another Cebuano player. Medyo bata pa, John Cork Cabahog from, I do believe, University of Visayas. And then he transferred to UP and then went back to Cebu. Pero same build. He will punish you in the post.
Yun yung pag sinil ka.
Burado.
Oh! Alforque.
May trampoline ata dun sa
Yes,
ilalim. Eh.
after the whistle, just flying in and over everybody. Pero I believe that was a
He stepped on the
turnover.
line. Oh,
Yeah.
sayang.
Andun yung buwelo kasi. Ganun kalayo dapat yung buwelo eh. Oh, picked up the ball right there and lucky for Cebu, ball stays with him.
Medyo ano yun, cardinal sin yun. He picked up the ball just crossing half court.
Oo, tapos sa corner, sa ano pa, no? Sa
Oo.
kanto pa. Samantala, another steal para sa Davao Occidental. Kagampang. He will be called for steps. I mean, sobrang bilis eh. Ito na- He left no choice for the officials. Pero para sa akin, parang hindi ko nakita dahil ang bilis nga.
Oo eh. Sobrang bilis, parang blur.
Speaking of bilis, getting away that time and scoring. Number 14.
Davao can't be too relaxed here in this
Right.
game because they're only up 15 points.
Oh yes, it's at Kacanog now getting the rebound. And tumaas na sa yung lamang no sa 19. Pero naibabaw ulit nila ng 15. Talking about Cebu Mancor attorney dito. However, they commit a turnover. Traveling. 6 minutes 16 seconds remaining in the game.
How long will Solonia stay on the bench? Because this is still a winnable game for Cebu with over 6 minutes left. They're only down 15 points, and with a guy like Solonia on your team, with 17 points, 12 rebounds,
Right. Plus 2 blocks.
plus 2 blocks.
Hindi ko makalimutan yung 2 blocks niya na yun. Ang ganda kasi na habol eh. Yung isa na, I know, they're both from jump shooters, no? And he was able to block it upstairs. At scooping it up and in, Alforque. Sabi ni Arwin, Coach Mark, hindi naman kailangan ng...
Hindi kailangan dunk.
Oh,
2 points is 2 points.
yes. Minsan spectacular, minsan simple lang. Out, volleyball downstairs. And yeah, Kacanog will be fouled, becoming aggressive here. And as Cebu, his team needs it, no? Itong si Kacanog.
Oh, it's 4 fouls now on 4K, so
Right.
muna to. Again, the impressive thing is Davao hasn't really needed the services of Acero and Diamante. They're two best guys.
And kanina, you talk about Solomia, Coach Mark. He scored a lot in the third quarter. Actually, most of the points of his team.
Oh, 9 points.
9
Solonian in the
points
third quarter.
from Solomia. However, you mentioned kanina before the end of the third, malalim na yung hinga, yung
Malalim
paghinga
na
nito
malalim.
si Solomia. And he is getting a well-deserved rest. The question is, kailan siya ibabalik because right now his team really needs him on the floor. Oh, what a move there. Off-timing layup. From Minyoza. But it's still a 15-point lead para sa Davao Occidental Lions. Long two will not go. Chance to trim the lead down further. Here's Kacanog. Contado right now asking for a pick. He gets it. The slip screen by Kacanog, pero hindi na ipasa. Minyosa with the offensive rebound. And from behind, he got blocked, pero there was a foul downstairs, I believe.
No movement from the bench of Cebu here to insert Colonia into the game. Solonia, into the game. Oh, that hurts because you make both with 4 minutes 20 left. It's only a 13-point lead if Minyosa is able to make this free throw, at least 14.
Right. Oh, short. But he gets it back, though, and will be called for the travel. As you said, Coach, still winnable. Samantala, we turn you over to Ashley Coco for a report.
MN Mark Coach Lawrence Villagonzalo's reminder for the last quarter is to end this elimination round na they are still undefeated. Ganito naman daw talaga ang Davao Occidental and this is how it should be. Sabi pa nga niya, wag na nating bigyan ng tsansang makagawa ng momentum ang Visayas. Also, he reminded his players that hindi pa tapos ang laban kaya wag kayong maging confident. At pagiging relaxed at complacent ay wala dapat sa inyong diksyonaryo kaya hindi hindi pa nauubos ang oras, walang titigil at walang bibitaw. MN Mark?
Thank you, Ashley. At tama nga yun, Coach Mark. No? Walang bibitaw. Samantala, Sean Linares just converted the 3. Pero during that play, Coach Mark, na sobrang, Diamante showed some frustration over their last play nung naabutan sila ng 24 shot clock violation. And then he just walked back. And now he tried to do a facial against a defender right there.
Oh my goodness, Mr. Diamante. If you wanted to give somebody a facial, there's a beauty care clinic on the second floor of the building.
Parang nalibot mo na itong Victoria Tower, Coach.
Nakita ko yung menu dun sa first floor.
Ah,
Yung
there
menu
you
ng
go.
mga floors ng anong meron. Napakarami.
Okay.
May movie house.
Pero Diamante.
Ooh.
Oh,
He wanted to get that.
What was he planning to do? To slam? To do a follow-up slam from the free throw ala All-Star game? Pero I guess, he has the license to do whatever he wants, no? And that time, yan, facial. Face-to-face nga lang. Diamante.
Ouch.
Mm,
Collided, butted heads with Cortado, I think.
yes. And I can say that medyo aggressive them, but the defense was there. And Diamante is still on the floor, holding on to his face. Yes, Contado was the one. Kung nandito sila Professor Ray Hoble, sasabihin niya talaga, nagkapalitan ng mukha. No,
Old school, eh, no?
Yeah, old school. And Diamante will take a breather. And for some reason, he said something to the bench of Davao Occidental Lions, Coach Mark, that made everybody on that bench laugh. Even their spectators. So he seems to be all right. And that's a good sign para dito sa Davao. Marami-rami pang games ang kakailanganin nila. No? And another 24-second shot clock violation called against Davao Occidental Lions. Apparently, they were not aware that they only had 14 seconds on the shot clock.
I don't think we'll be seeing Solonia for Cebu anytime soon. I see him taking off his shoes already.
Mm-hmm. So, I wonder if he got hurt or something. Oh, alley-oop for Davao as Lumanag converts upstairs. Yun lang, no? Lumabas na si Diamante. That could have been an alley-oop slam.
Yun na sana yun.
And
Or si Alforque.
Alforque. And Alforque, his facial expression right now, parang ini-imagine niya kung ako sana yun. As our game announcer, Roby Sacote, just announced the last 2 minutes. And a putback again by Minoza. And later on, I'm going to have to check how many offensive rebounds Minoza has for Cebu. Ang dami. Samantala, Budlao got lucky there that a green shirt tapped the ball outside the sideline. And they will retain possession. Now Budlao will direct traffic para dito sa Davao Occidental. 1 minute, 30 seconds. Pull up, wala. Kakano with the rebound. And they're still having trouble bringing the ball to half court, no? Itong Cebu. Going baseline, Minoza. However, the reverse won't go. They get it back. Deepay for 3, and he puts it in.
Too little too late here for Cebu. They chopped the lead down to 10 points. Davao just rushing for some reason.
Samantala, another miss by Estomo. And there's another three, and the lead is down to 7. Coach Mark, it just became a ball game. We still have 50 seconds here. At napatawag bigla ng timeout ang coaching staff ng Davao Occidental Lions. We will take a short break at magbabalik ang Pilipinas Super League. .48 seconds remaining. The lead is down to 7. It once stood at 19 para dito sa Davao Occidental Lions. Diamante brought back in para sa Davao as medyo may panic button na napindot doon, coach, no? And yeah, sayang yung defense, yung haba ng depensa na yun. Tapos nag-foul din pala. Itong si Kayabyab.
But Cebu's not yet independent. But like you said, sayang na eh. Kasi that could have led to a bad shot or a turnover para dito sa Davao. Now, they get a reset of the 14 seconds.
Yes, that shot clock was down to 7, I believe. And here's Diamante once again being hounded by Kayabyab still. 12 to shoot. Diamante fires up a very awkward three. Almost made it though. But they get the offensive rebound and throw it away. Linares at the three-point line. Oh, short. Minoza almost got another offensive rebound, and once again, here is the hammer from Diamante.
That is the final nail in the coffin for Cebu.
Samantala, still fighting here. Linares knocked down a three. And the final score is 76 to 70. Taking the victory now is Davao Occidental Lions over Cebu Shirillin, Mancor, Attorney Digo. And wow, what a way to end that game with that last slam by Diamante. 6-point lead ang nilamang dito ng Davao Occidental Lions laban sa Cebu. And yeah, Cebu gave them a bit of a panic towards the end. As the kampante na sila, they had a 19-point lead in the fourth. And for some reason, biglang nag-relax ang Davao. And Cebu stormed back, cutting this lead down to 6. Well, after that last three by Linares. No? But nonetheless, the victors are still the Davao Occidental Lions. And they just handed the first loss dito sa Cebu Mancor Attorney Dico. So Cebu is now 2-1 while Davao Occidental still has a 2-0 slate, perfect 2-0 slate. And right now we are waiting for Ashley Dacoco to track down our player of the game. She is
from Team Mindanao 1, Carlo Somo. Carlo, congratulations on your win today. Carlo, since the beginning of this journey from the qualifying round until the regionals and now dito sa ating national finals, you were always leading your team on and off the court. Can you share to our viewers, ano ba ang reason behind this?
Pray lang, saka teamwork sa team, tapos magtanay lang.
Carlo, pasok na kayo sa ating semis final round. Gaano ka ba kasaya na you will be representing Mindanao 1 sa ating semifinals?
100% happy. Kaya because we represent Mindanao 1.
Lastly, alam ko, daghan kaayo gahulat sa mga taga Mindanao na i-shout out o i-greet nimo, so this is your time.
First of all, thank you kay Lord. He gave this win and thank you sa akong fam na nag-support ako, fam sa akong girlfriend. Og sa akong girlfriend, Joy Rivera, og sa akong mga tita, tito, sa tita Joanne, si Mamo Marcela Caspis, og sa akong amo, og kay Mayor Bradley Bautista, og Sir Mau. Thank you sa support po. God bless.
All right, thank you so much. That is once again our best player of the game, Carlo Estomo from Team Mindanao 1.
And there you have it, Carlo Estomo, our best player of the game dito sa laban ng Davao Occidental Lions versus Cebu Mancor Attorney Dito. And yeah, Carlo Estomo had 14 points, knocked down 4 threes in this game. And so he has that honor. Samantala, we now move on to our second game of this afternoon dito sa Court 2. It is Manila versus Tarlac. So do not go away. Magbabalik po ang Pilipinas Super League in a few minutes.